through a little yoga sequence that is perfect for beginners and great for people that haven't really done too much yoga before but would really like to know the basics before moving into a large yoga class. So first of all, we'll come onto the mat and we're just going to sit on our knees. Ankles are underneath the sit bones. I'm just going to relax the shoulders, place the hands just on top of the thighs. Close the eyes down, and we'll just start with taking one big breath in, and a full breath out. On the next inhale, you're going to start to really notice the breath. So you're going to breathe up from the very base of the spine, and then start to feel the breath moving up into the belly, into the chest, and right up to the crown of the head. And then releasing all the way down. And again, nice big breath in, lifting up from the base of the spine. And a full breath out. And just continuing with this breath work for about 5 more. Starting to really lengthen out the breath and creating this nice oceanic sounding breath work, which will help steady the mind and calm the mind space in preparation for a really nice flow. I'm going to take one more big breath in. Full breath out. And then just slowly open your eyes. Make your way onto your hands and knees, onto the mat. And we'll start with a couple of cat-cows to begin to work into the spine. And take a look down at your fingers, spread them nice and wide, and face the thumbs in towards each other. From here, you'll take a nice big inhale, lift the tailbone up towards the sky, start to broaden the collarbones, lift the crown of the head up. And then as you breathe out, we'll scoop the tailbone underneath, crown of the head goes down, and push into the mat to create a doming across the top of the spine. Full breath in, let the belly drop, open up the heart. And a full breath out, scoop the tailbone underneath, neck gets nice and long. We'll do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. And breath out. From here, we're going to tuck the toes underneath and slowly make our way into our first downward facing dog. So nice and slowly, you want to be able to feel every single movement and everything that's happening within your physical body. Maybe a little bit tight through the hamstrings for your first downward facing dog, so you can just pedal out the feet a little bit. Starting to lift the underarms up just a tad so you get this nice long length through the triceps. And then take a look back at your fingers. Make sure that the thumbs are pointing in towards each other and that you have just a really nice soft bend in the elbows. Take a big breath in, lift the sit bones nice and high. And then breathe out, let the heels melt down towards the earth. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Full breath out. Looking forward, walk your feet to the front of the mat, nice and slow, feeling each step. And then we'll just come into a forward fold. From here, we'll take a halfway lift. So come up onto the fingertips, lengthen the spine, crown of the head goes forward, and then exhale, fold. And again, nice big breath in, lengthen the spine. Full breath out, folding forward. Last one. Heart reaches in front of you. And crown of the head melts down as you breathe out. We'll soften the knees, push through the mat, slowly roll up into a standing position. Roll the shoulders back, and then now we'll move through some sun salutation A's. So we'll go nice and slow. Take a breath in, take your eye gaze up towards the sky, reach the arms. And then a nice long breath out as you fold forward, soft through the knees, head goes down. Halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Step back, high plank position. We're going to hold in our first high plank. If you're really new to yoga and holding in high plank is quite difficult, you can drop the knees down, untuck the toes, and then come into your high plank variation. Facing the thumbs in towards each other, you're going to push through the mat to create this nice doming effect across the top of the spine. And if you have your knees lifted, lift the kneecaps right up so that you're nice and straight and solid. The ribs hug in towards the belly so that your core is nice and activated. And then from here, we'll take our eye gaze forward. We're going to shift onto our tippy toes, open the heart, broaden the collarbones, and then slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Sprinkle the fingers out to the side, baby cobra, inhale, lift up. Full breath out, fold. Tuck the toes underneath, downward facing dog. Lifting the hips nice and high. One breath in, one breath out. Eye gaze forward, step to the front of the mat. Come into a halfway lift. Fold. Soft knees, rise up. Nice big inhale, moving a little bit faster now. Full breath out, folding down. Lift and lengthen. Step back, high plank. Option to drop the knees if you like, chaturanga. We're going into low plank position this time. Inhale, shift forward, upward facing dog, lifting the thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog, breath out. Looking forward, step to the front of the mat. Halfway inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise, nice big breath in, one more round. Full breath out. Lift and lengthen. Step back, high plank. Lower down, low plank position. Upward facing dog, open the chest. Downward facing dog, full breath out. We'll take 3 breaths here just to reconnect. See if you can come back to your ujjayi, your nice oceanic, steady breathing. Lengthening the sides of the waist as you inhale. Softening the heels as you exhale. One more breath in. Full breath out. Take your eye gaze forward. We're going to bring the right foot forward and coming into warrior one. So the outer edge of the back foot spins down. Toes are facing forward. And then we take a big breath in to rise up. From here, you're going to lift up through the pelvic floor and then drop the shoulders down nice and low. Got 3 breaths in, out, ribs go in, hips go down. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, place the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the knees, we'll come into child's pose. Stretching the arms out, hips come back, knees out wide, forehead rests onto the mat. And then we'll tuck the toes underneath, make our way back into downward facing dog in preparation for the other side. Take your eye gaze forward, bring the left foot in front. Spin the outer edge of the back foot down, and then big breath in as you reach up towards the sky. Lifting up the pelvic floor as you inhale, opening up the chest, and then sinking nice and low as you exhale. in, reach the fingers. Breath out, soften through the shoulders. One more, inhale. Exhale, hands go down. Step back, high plank. Chaturanga, lower. Lifting up the chest for upward facing. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Eye gaze forward, step or float. We're going to start to incorporate this into our Vinyasa. Reaching up, big breath in. Full breath out, fold. Halfway lengthen. Step back, high plank. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg comes forward. Warrior one. Big breath in, rise. Full breath out. Step back, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg goes up right away. Bring it forward, breathe out. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, high plank. Chaturanga lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Looking forward, step to the front of the mat. Halfway lift lengthen. Exhale, fold. This time we'll make our way into chair pose. So take a look at your toes, make sure the toes are together. And heels are just slightly apart. We'll take a big breath in, start to bend the knees. Sit bones go down as you reach your arms up towards the sky. So you can keep a soft bend in your elbows. What we want here is to try and get the sit bones nice and low, and then lengthen out the sides of the waist. Crown of the head reaches up towards the sky, but the shoulders are nice and relaxed. So we'll take 2 breaths in. 2 breaths out. Last one. Exhale, coming straight down into a forward fold release. Halfway lift breath in. Step back, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg goes up. Warrior one. Spin the outer edge of the back foot down, reach up. Hands to the mat. Step back, lower. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left leg forward. Rise. Hands to the mat. Step back. Lower down. Full breath in. Full breath out. Looking forward. Step. Lift, lengthen. Fold. Chair pose. Inhale, reach up. From here we're going to move into a twist. So we're going to bring the palms together, thumbs facing towards your heart center, and we're going to twist over to the right. So the left elbow wraps around your knee and your outside of your thigh, and then moving into a twist. Keep drawing the hips down, and just quickly take a look at your knees. Make sure that they're nice and even. See if you can twist through the belly and start to roll that right shoulder up and behind you. Keep pushing the palms firmly together. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. We'll take a couple of breaths in forward fold, just to give the thighs a little bit of rest. And then we'll come back into a halfway lift. Full breath out. Chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms come together. Twisting to the opposite side. Right elbow wraps around your thigh. Palms come together, and keep the sit bones drawing down towards the earth. And start to roll that left shoulder over and behind you. Maybe you can start to take your eye gaze up towards the sky. Take one more inhale. Full exhale. Release. Forward fold. Interlacing the hands behind the back, we're going to reach the arms up towards the sky. And getting a little bit into the shoulders, creating a little bit of rotation there. And keep reaching the crown of the head down, shifting your weight forward slightly into your toes as you extend the arms up towards the sky. Take 2 more breaths. Last one, big breath in. Full breath out. Gently release the arms. Place your hands back onto the mat. And then we'll just come into a seat and roll all the way onto our back. So we're going to start to move into a couple of gentle back bends. First, we just want to make sure there's a little bit of mobility through the spine. So you're just going to take your palms out beside you and start to roll the knees over to the right side, keeping your left shoulder down. Coming back through the center and rolling over to the left, keeping your right shoulder down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. And coming back up. You're going to walk your feet in just a little bit so that the bottom of your fingertips can just touch your ankles. Feet are hip distance apart, and we're going to start to slowly come into our bridge pose. And so you're just going to start to scoot the tailbone underneath, start to roll and lift the belly up towards the sky. Once you come up onto your shoulders, if you would like to shuffle the shoulders underneath, interlace the hands underneath the back, then this enables a nice opening through the chest and a little bit more of an opening through the shoulders that we recently just worked on. Keep your awareness down towards your thighs. You want to have a nice inner thigh activation as you firmly push into the mat with your feet and continue to lift the hips up towards the sky. We've got 2 more breaths in and out. Last one, nice big inhale. Full exhale. Slowly start to release the shoulders, unshuffle the hands, and gently lower the spine back down onto the mat. Feet come a little bit wider as the knees touching towards each other. We're just going to sway the hips just gently from side to side, giving the back just a tiny bit of a release. From here, we're going to go into another back bend. Your option is to go into another bridge pose, or if you would like to try your full wheel position, then I'll show you that now. We start off in the same position where our feet are close up towards our sit bones, except this time we're going to place the hands beside the ears. I'm going to take a big breath in to prepare. On the breath out, push through the mat with your arms and lift up into your full wheel position. Keep that inner thigh activation and then open up the chest towards the side of the room. Let the head dangle behind you. We'll take one more big breath in. And full breath out, tuck the chin into the chest. Top of the back comes down first and then slowly lower. Your options to do another bridge or another wheel pose if you feel a little bit energized. You can do that. Otherwise, we'll just bring the feet in Supta Baddha Konasana. So the feet together, the knees come out wide. We'll close the eyes down. We're going to place our right hand onto our chest, left hand onto our belly. And taking some nice big breaths in and out. And just letting yourself come back into a little bit more of a calming phase. Back bends stimulate a lot of positive endorphins and get you very, very energized. So we're just going to see if we can bring yourself back down into this moment. Nice and present, nice and soft and calm. 2 more breaths in and out. And feeling each breath and each movement chest, into the head. And we'll place the hands back down onto the mat. We're going to extend the left leg forward, hug the right leg into the chest. Take hold of the outside edge of your knee with your left hand and move into a twist. Right shoulder stays down on the mat as much as possible. Let yourself twist through the thoracic and lumbar area of the spine. And coming back up and switching sides. Left knee hugs into the chest. And take your hand, wrap it round, and then draw the knee over the body. And just sending some encouragement to the left shoulder to continue drawing down into the mat. And release. We're going to very slowly roll ourselves up into a seat. And we'll finish with a forward fold. You can continue with a lot more stretching, kind of feel in your body what needs to be opened, and if you feel like you've used your quadriceps quite a lot today, then maybe work into a few quadricep stretches. And coming into your forward fold, keep the toes flexed up towards the sky, extend through your heels, and then keeping the spine nice and long, just letting yourself melt down over the thighs. One more big breath in, full breath out, and slowly roll back into a seat. We'll cross the legs, keeping the eyes closed. And draw your hands up towards your chest, thumbs facing in towards your heart center. And just spending these last few moments honoring your practice and sending yourself some love and gratitude for everything that you've achieved today. And we'll take one last big breath in.